What is going on, everybody, my beautiful people? Out of thousands and thousands of games I've played across multiple accounts, this is the only game with a checkmate that's 100%. I just ran it through the Super 30 depth, still a hundo percento. Switching over to the app just because I like the view a little better. So I played e4, he played e5, I brought knight to f3, trying to play the Scotch, and he ruined that by playing the Latvian gambit, f5. It's a mistake to capture f5. You got to take e5. He brought out the knight, and instead of protecting e4, I created a bigger threat with bishop c4, threatening to fork the queen and rook by bringing my knight to f7. He brought out the queen, attacking my knight, so I can't fork him anymore, and my knight is under attack. So I pushed d4, protecting it. And he snatched up my e4 pawn. And this is when I took my other bishop and pinned the knight to the queen. It would have been perfectly fine from this position to attack the king with the other bishop, but this one scores, I think, 3.25 in my favor instead of 3.2 with the other one. He pushed d5. I don't know what he was thinking here because his knight's pinned. It's free pawn, basically. So I scoop it up. And now he tries kicking out my dark squared bishop by pushing h6. And I thought for a second, and I did this little combo. Took the knight. I was expecting him to take it with the queen, but he captured with the pawn. I guess by capturing with the pawn, my knight does have to get taken care of now because it's, a smaller piece. So I bring out my queen to h5 check. He can't block with the queen because it would just get picked up, and he's only got one square to run to since the knight covers d7. So he goes d8, and now I finally fork the d8 and h8 square with my knight. He obviously can't capture with the queen, and he's got two squares to run to. If he went e8, I could just move the knight and have a discovered check. I'd pick up the rook and a discovered check and just windmill his ass. So he brought his king to d7. That's when I brought my queen to f5. And he's got nowhere to run to except for e8. Or he could block with the queen, which would be instant checkmate. I would recapture my queen. So after his king went e8, look at this finish. Queen capture bishop c8 check. He can't run. He can't capture my knight, so he's got to block with the queen. And after that, I pick it up with a 100 perfecto percento. I do value your time. Thank you very much for checking it out. I will see you on the next.